Hello, brethren. It's good to be with you this evening. I want to ask, what do you see? I'll tell you what I see. In my close to 50 years on this earth, I can see an increase in many things. One that is very stark and just increasing and exponentially. I notice an increase in negativity toward Christianity, toward Jesus, and toward those who speak his name. And noticing an increase in all the social media sites that I've been on for many years. There is a new site, Threads. It's like TikTok, but through Instagram. And every time that I go through there, more and more people are blaspheming the name of Jesus Christ and his word. And many of them are clear on their hatred of, they call it a religion when it's a relationship, but their hatred of Christians and of Jesus. And some call themselves Christians and then say things like, we need to look within. We don't need the Bible, that Jesus was married. So there is an increase in deception, a major increase, but an increase of anger toward God. What does this mean? This means that man's conscientiousness is lower. That's why you see an increase in crime and desensitization to human beings. You know, Jesus Christ said in Matthew 24, he says, because lawlessness will abound, because it will increase, the love of many will grow cold. And this is happening because as we get on and we're scrolling through YouTube and different places, we notice more and more crime and even deaths being, the increase of deaths, and we are becoming desensitized to it all. I also see an increase in surveillance. There are cameras everywhere. There is an increase in information collection. Palantir, which is started in the military for gathering intel and information, has increased and is in the civilian sector collecting everyone's data. It's kind of like, looks like a police state. I see this. I see cameras everywhere. I see an increase in broken families. The reason the enemy goes for the families is because when a human being is tightly connected to other human beings, they have something to fight for. They have something to strive for, to protect. And the reason the enemy loves to destroy families is because when no one is connected to other human beings, they will gladly accept the government as their God, and they will be controlled by the government. More and more people look to the government for guidance. Someone said the other day that we're no longer a republic, we're losing our liberty. And I said the reason for that is because people don't want accountability. In order to have liberty, if you want liberty, you have to be accountable for your life. They want the government to run their lives. They don't want accountability. Very few people want accountability. Very few people live responsibly and accountable and dedicated with duty and purpose. So I see a breakdown of the family. Divorce rates like never before. People desensitized to life. Their conscientiousness is low. And this is the plan, to keep people from retaliating against a one world government, because they don't have anything that they're living for. They hate God. Their love for others is growing cold. They don't feel connected to their families. I see more and more wolves pretending they are sheep. I see more and more people saying that they are something that they aren't, to infiltrate places to be able to exploit and attain and destroy. I see people in the church more and more who are of the wolf and not the sheep. I see them in the political institutions, in the schools. They're not who they say they are. I see the increase of the lies and the deception. But I'm telling you today that if you are one who can't just come to the realization of all that is occurring, I also see where they're eliminating the middle class. They're eliminating the middle class so that, again, and all these things bring more power to those on top. And the reason they have to weaken the state of mind of a people is because if the people were connected in one accord, they wouldn't allow such they wouldn't allow the very few people to control the rest of us. The only power that they have is what the people allow, and the people are allowing it because they're like sheep going to the slaughter. And it's because they don't have a love for God. But I see all these things. People cannot afford homes. They're losing the small businesses. They're broken inside because not only do they feel so vulnerable, they don't have people near them that encourage them, that haven't betrayed them in some way. And if you look, you'll see. Now, there's also a large section of people who don't want to see. They want their head in the sand, for which I understand. But it does you and me and everyone no good when we ignore reality. Reality, it means you must face it. Because reality doesn't quit existing just because you don't want to believe it. And if you have fear and have no courage, pray to be brave. Because God is still with us. And in this hour, I believe the word that I've had for a long time now is the word build. In this hour, build stronger connection to the Father. Build stronger connections to those you love, and build skills. Learn a new skill. Baking bread, growing zucchini, sewing, build. That is all I have to say today. This was a very important topic that I knew had to be released. Share the video. Thank you. Bye.